Today I'm going to talk about errors and mistakes. Errors and mistakes are most common in our human life. There have several types of errors and mistakes. First, human errors. Human errors are forgetting, misunderstanding, wrong vision, wrong hearing, wrong understanding. Remember that we are the people. We are forgetting what happened in past. We are doing errors and mistakes, what we are doing now, and we cannot say what will be happen in future. So these are the limitations of human being. Human being cannot overcome these limitations rapidly or completely. They have another type of errors and mistakes are decisional mistakes, that is mostly related to human being and also related to institution or organizations. Think, when we are taking decisions, we are taking wrong decisions or errors in decision making process. Why wrong decisions are taken? Because lack of information, lack of understanding, or decisions taken by wrong persons or in wrong environment. They have another type of mistakes and errors are habitual errors. That is, we are taking right decision. That means we are doing the right thing in wrong way. Think, the food habit. We are usually taking foods and taking foods in wrong way, or those foods are detrimental to our health. We are taking such foods or food items. Food habit is good, but wrong food item or wrong food habit cannot increase our health benefits, or anything benefits cannot be coming from this food habit. So change the habit to take the benefit from this. And they have another thing like that we have to go another destination, we have to go different ways, we have to walk on the street, but whenever we are going in wrong direction or walking on the street in haphazardly, that can be caused accident for others. Even we can face the accident. So the going another place is right decision, but in wrong way or in wrong position, that cannot bring good for ours, even for others. So habitual mistakes are most common in our personal and even institutional life. They have another important errors and mistakes are technological errors or technological mistakes. These mistakes are most important because single error in technology can bring huge losses of institution or organization. Think financial institution, think aviation industry, think nuclear power plant or different institutions or industries. When any error can be happened in financial institution, can bring huge losses and even reputational losses and legal consequences. And changing or challenging these errors can bring the bad reputation and can bad impact from stakeholders and customers and can damage the reputation, and that can even face the bankruptcy, and that can the huge damages or detrimental part for these industries. In the case of aviation sector, aviation sector is most important. When any aviation sector face technological error that can cause huge losses of human being or human life, even the financial loss and reputational loss. And in the case of problems or errors or mistakes, whenever we'll be facing in the case of the nuclear power plant, this error can create tremendous impact, even that can convey generation to generation, and these consequences being more detrimental thing to human being. So these errors are inevitable. We cannot escape these errors. We cannot escape from these mistakes. What we can do, we can minimize, we can manage these mistakes. And now the question can be raised, how can we manage these mistakes? The most effective way to manage these mistakes is preemptive measure. Preemptive measure in that when we will take the preparation for any kind of works, like whatever we'll be doing, we must take our physical fitness, whether we are right person for right work or right person for any work, that will be measured by ourselves or anything from other places or other persons. So preparation for doing anything is most important and most preemptive measure, avoid the mistakes. On the other hand, in the take of decision, we must take the decision on the basis of accurate information or perfect information or proper information, or decision taken by wrong information or decision taken by wrong person can be detrimental. So in the case of preemptive measure, we must take the decision from right person, from right place, from right position. And in the case of habitual fact, we must avoid the wrong habit, or those habits are detrimental to ours, must be avoided. And in the case of technological errors, we must take dual checking process or cross checking process, or preparation for introducing any ideas or any software in any industry or any place. So without taking preparation, without cross-checking, we cannot or will not introduce any software, anything new in the case of industry that can tremendously impact on our software problems related ideas or software problem solution related areas. So we need to take preemptive measure in that case and think what is important. We need not to stigmatize or admiring the mistakes. Rather than we need to environment, or we need to create environment to disclosure the errors, because without disclosing the errors, man cannot explore or cannot disclose the errors. And what is the important thing is that when the disclosing is errors will be creating, or environment will be creating to disclosure the errors, that will give the opportunities to learn, think what learn from in our life. That means we are learning from trainings, we are learning from books, we are learning from teachers, we are learning from other persons. Whatever we are learning from our mistakes, this is most effective. So we need to learn from mistakes, because learning from mistakes is mostly effective and mostly fruitful to challenge this world, to challenge the human errors, to challenge the decisional errors, to challenge the habitual errors, to challenge the technological errors. So we need to understand that errors are inevitable. We cannot escape. We cannot do avoiding this. Rather than we have to go with errors and mistakes, what we can do, we can minimize the errors, we can minimize the mistakes, we can manage the mistakes, and we need to create the environment to disclosure of this mistake, to disclosure of these errors, and that will give a good result in our life. And we need to learn from mistakes. If we are creating the environment to learn the mistakes, that is more effective. So universal error management or universal mistakes management or mistake learning training programs need to be introduced in this world. And errors management training or error management system need to be invigorated among the people, among the institution, among the organization. That is the demand of the present world.